Character of God Part 4. Satan's misrepresentation of God's character. He causes people to cherish false conceptions of God, so that they regard him with fear and hate, rather than with love. At the same time, the cruelty in his own character he attributes to the Creator. It is embodied in systems of religion and expressed in modes of worship. Furthermore, many were led to believe human sacrifices are necessary to secure the favor of deity. Thus horrible cruelties have been committed under the various forms of idolatry. Satan challenged the truthfulness of God. Ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Genesis 3 verses 4 and 5. Through Satan's suggestions and temptations, the Father had been represented as one of a stern and unforgiving nature and full of revenge, who watches his creatures with jealous eyes and spying their errors. Lawgiver whose law is beyond the power of people to keep, delighting in punishing them by the severest discipline. Furthermore, the Christian life had been represented as a life of hardship and sorrow, and there can be no peace or joy in God's service. Therefore, many doubt, and it seems almost impossible for them to lay hold on the hope in the gospel of Christ. Thus with blinded minds people become Satan's agents to war against God and his law. Satan claims that it is impossible for humankind to obey God's commandments. It is true that we cannot obey them relying on our own strength. Nevertheless, by his perfect obedience Christ proved that when humanity and divinity are combined one can obey God's precepts. As many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name. John 1 verse 12. It is the power of God which saves us and restores his moral image in us. The great controversy. Satan is the first transgressor of the holy law of God. Thus sin was brought into existence. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. 1 John 3 verse 4. Rebellion on earth. Satan's enmity against Christ is manifested against his followers. Moreover, his spirit now reigns in the children of disobedience. They seek to break down the restraints of the law of God and promise men and women liberty through transgression of its precepts. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Isaiah 24 verse 5. Reproof of sin arouses the spirit of hatred and resistance. Prompted by Satan they justify themselves and seek the sympathy of others in their course of sin. Instead of correcting their errors, they excite indignation against the person reproving them, as if he or she were the sole cause of difficulty. From the days of righteous Abel to our own time such is the spirit which has been displayed toward those who dare to condemn sin. Thus error has been made to appear as truth. Moreover, human laws were and will be substituted for the law of God, and people were and will be led to worship the creature rather than the Creator. In conclusion, Satan confuses the minds of the people, that they would put God out of their knowledge. Thus he obliterates the divine image in humankind and impresses his own likeness upon the soul.